10, how new funding is being used to put an end to some criminal behavior before it begins.
Plus, Democrats are calling it a firearm loophole. They're trying to close it after the Kyle Rittenhouse trial.
And later, a local organization is doing something good, not only on this Giving Tuesday, but year-round. News 3 Now at 10 starts right now.
And thanks for joining us tonight. An unbelievable incident this morning ends with a 13-year-old being arrested by police. Madison officers say the teen was driving a stolen vehicle when it crashed on a Beltline off-ramp before he took off running from the scene. Officers say the crash happened about 7:30 on the John Nolan Drive exit ramp. Thanks to tips from witnesses, officers eventually found the teen hiding in a stairwell inside a nearby building. They say it smelled like marijuana. And according to a blog post, the Madison police captain writes, quote, "As a community, we should be extremely concerned over a 13-year-old driving a stolen car during rush hour while high."
But Madison police are hopeful a new program will help prevent these dangerous and sad situations from happening in the future. Brad Hamilton spoke with police about a newly approved grant program aimed at breaking the cycle of crime in our community. Brad?
Madison police are calling this new initiative smart and forward-thinking, one that they believe will bring results that make a difference in Madison. Madison police just received a $125,000 grant to help implement their newest method of trying to prevent crime. It's called the wraparound approach, and MPD Captain Mike Hansen believes it will go a long way in breaking the cycle of crime committed right here in Madison.
Talking with social workers and people that also support this notion, we came up with this wraparound idea.
So how does it work? According to Hansen, all of this money will go towards building resources directly into the homes of those families whom officers have identified as needing the assistance. Hansen says so many times, officers are arresting some teens on a consistent basis, even knowing them by name.
All these things that lead to a productive, better environment and give kids a chance of opportunity and a chance of hope. Who could argue with that?
Madison police have partnered with RISE, a local early childhood initiative program, in an effort to best evaluate each individual situation. Monica Caldwell with RISE explained why she is beyond excited to be a part of this new initiative.
We know that there's a lot of complex needs out there right now for families. They're facing a lot. The kids are facing a lot of stress, so are their families. And so to have this opportunity with MPD in partnership to wrap around services for kids who need it, we couldn't be more excited about it.
Captain Hansen admits that $125,000 is just a small first step, but it's an important first step in his mind towards building a better Madison.
To ensure that they don't go down a criminal path and make sure they don't idolize a criminal path of those siblings that are older and already been arrested a few times by the police.
Captain Hansen says the program will start in January and focus on a small number of families.
Tonight, a 15-year-old boy is in police custody after a deadly shooting at a Michigan high school. 3 students were killed, a 16-year-old boy and 2 girls. One was 17 years old and the other just 14. 8 other people were wounded, including a teacher. A pair of sheriff's deputies apprehended the suspect within minutes of the first call around 1 o'clock this afternoon. Investigators say the alleged shooter is a sophomore at the school and was armed with a semi-automatic handgun and had several magazines with him. So far, a motive is unknown. In Dane County, this man, 29-year-old Trayvon Adams, is now officially charged with first-degree homicide for his alleged involvement in a deadly shooting at a Blooming Grove gas station over the weekend. According to a criminal complaint filed today, several eyewitnesses said they saw Adams shoot a man in the parking lot, then steal his vehicle. That led to a police chase. Stop sticks were used, and police had to ram the vehicle to make it come to a stop on East Washington Avenue. Officers say Adams then got out and ran, still armed with a gun. A police canine was released and bit into Adams, bringing the chase to an end. Adams is also facing a handful of other charges as well.
Darrell Brooks, the accused driver in the Waukesha Christmas parade incident that killed 6, appeared in court via telephone this morning. The attorney representing him prior to the parade incident, Joseph Domask, requested to withdraw from the case because of a conflict of interest.
Your Honor, I am again formally moving to withdraw based upon this conflict of interest.
Well, the judge granted attorney Domask's motion. Brooks will be back in court December 20th again facing 6 counts of first-degree intentional homicide. A look now at our certified most accurate forecast. Here is Chief Meteorologist Gary Canaltia. Pretty comfortable for November 30th out on the patio, Gary.
It was comfortable earlier. It's actually kind of chilly right now. Temperatures have dropped off behind a cold front, but they will start warming up later on tonight. Time-lapse from the WISC Skycam shows the bright sunshine that we had all day today, and that allowed those temperatures to get up close to 50 degrees, but some high-level clouds starting to move in late, and now we're starting to see some light snow, some light sleet, some light freezing rain and rain out to the west of us, moving in our direction. This will be here late tonight. Not all of that is reaching the ground, though, so I'm not expecting a big event, and temperatures will eventually warm up to the point that any ice that does occur will melt pretty quickly. High temperatures today, like I said, 48 in Madison, but some 50s to our south and to our west. Right now, temperatures have dropped off into the middle 20s in Madison, but notice the farther west you go, the warmer the temperatures get. They're already around or above freezing out near the Mississippi River. So again, by the time that precipitation reaches us, temperatures may be above freezing in many areas, and we may not have any icy conditions at all. But once it comes to an end, we'll see some sunshine later in the day with a high of 50 expected. Later on, I'll take a look at a forecast that includes a little more winter-like weather as we head toward the weekend and next week.
All right, Gary, thank you. The former Virginia police officer who was fired after donating to a defense fund for Kyle Rittenhouse now wants his job back after Rittenhouse's acquittal. Norfolk, Virginia officials fired former police Lieutenant William Kelly back in April for violating policy by using his work email to donate to a defense fund, but now Kelly wants to be reinstated. Wisconsin Democrats trying to fix what they call a loophole in Wisconsin gun laws for minors. Their motivation, the Kenosha judge dropping that illegal gun possession charge during Rittenhouse's trial. In Wisconsin, minors are allowed to carry guns if the barrel length is 16 inches or more. The bill, introduced by several Democrats, would still allow minors to hunt, but would add clarifying language to ensure it only applies when children are actually hunting.
Dr. Mehmet Oz, the celebrity surgeon best known as the host of TV's Dr. Oz show, is planning to run for Pennsylvania's open U.S. Senate seat as a Republican. The 61-year-old is a longtime New Jersey resident. If he were to enter, it would be a new opportunity to appeal to voters loyal to former President Donald Trump, since the candidate endorsed by Trump has just exited the race. A former Trump White House official is cooperating with the investigation into the U.S. Capitol riots. Ex-Chief of Staff Mark Meadows has agreed to appear for an initial interview before the House Select Committee. His lawyer says he is also providing records. The move should stave off a possible criminal contempt vote from the committee against Meadows.
City of Milwaukee Health Department issuing a new mask advisory today. It says all individuals, regardless of vaccination status or past infection, should wear a mask when in public and indoor settings. The city's recommendation follows anticipation of future identification of the new Omicron variant in Milwaukee. And today, DHS says Wisconsin has officially surpassed 9,000 COVID-19 deaths. This as daily cases remain high. All of the state's counties in the very high or critically high levels of transmission. And law enforcement officers from around the state getting together in Plover today to remember Master Trooper Daniel Stainbrook, the 42-year-old, passed away earlier this month from COVID-19 complications. Stainbrook, a 20-year veteran of the State Patrol who primarily served in Waushara County, though through the North Central Regional Office based in Wausau. He leaves behind a wife and 2 daughters. Governor Evers ordered flags to be flown at half-staff today in Stainbrook's honor.
And tonight, an FDA advisory panel narrowly approving a recommendation for Merck's experimental antiviral pill to treat COVID-19 for emergency use authorization. Members of the committee voted 13-10 in favor of the pill, which is for use in adults with mild to moderate symptoms who are at risk of severe disease or hospitalization. The FDA is not required to follow the committee's guidance, but it usually does. A final ruling by the agency could come in a matter of days. Tiger Woods says he's at peace with his career. Today, he spoke with the media for the first time since badly injuring his leg in a car crash in February. Today, he expanded on comments made yesterday where he said he didn't see himself playing full-time professional golf again.
I don't foresee this leg ever being what it used to be. Hence, I'll never have the back what it used to be. And clock's ticking. I'm getting older. I'm not getting any younger. So all that combined means that a full schedule and full practice schedule and the recovery that it would take to do that, no, I don't have any desire to do that.
When asked if it was difficult to have his career stop so suddenly, Woods said his 2019 Masters win has given him comfort.
We are getting an update from the DNR tonight on this year's gun deer season. Officials say the general theme of this year's hunt was quiet.
harvest numbers in most cases didn't match up to last year, so quiet in terms of the number of shots, heard in some regions. But it was nice to see the uptick in the buck harvest in the northern forest.
DNR says about 8% fewer deer were harvested this year. That's about 15,000 deer. DNR also says as of Sunday night, only a little over 808,000 licenses were sold, and that's about a 1.5% decline from a year ago. Still ahead tonight, a recap of the 2021 Atlantic hurricane season officially coming to an end today.
But first, we'll meet the local group doing something good, not only on this Giving Tuesday, but every Tuesday of the year. Stay with us.
I did not have to put anything down.
Not a cent.
I had absolutely no out-of-pocket costs.
If you don't win, we don't win. If I don't win, you don't win. What does that mean? It was like, well, if you don't win, you don't pay us anything.
There was no fee unless we won the case.
One call, that's all.
It's here, the Menards Black Friday sale. Hurry in for best selection. Prices good through December 5th. Protect guns, ammo, and other valuable items in this secure 30-gun fire safe. Get it for $499 after rebate. This large 12-quart air fryer has 7 cooking options. The perfect gift for your favorite foodie, just $79.99. Check out these and more amazing Black Friday deals at Menards. Available in-store only while supplies last.
Save big money at Menards. On my travels across the country, I came across this house with water dripping from the ceiling. You never know when something like this will happen. So let the Geico Insurance Agency help you with homeowners insurance and protect yourself from things like fire, theft, or in this case, water damage. Now, if I had to guess, I'd say somewhere upstairs there's a broken pipe.
Geico. Save even more when you bundle home and car insurance at geico.com.
This holiday season, give $50 or more to charity and receive $400 off stressless Mayfair recliners and office chairs. $200 off any stressless recliner and office chair. And $200 off each stressless sofa seat. Don't wait, it's time for stressless. Shop stresslessfurniture.com today.
I became an orthopedic surgeon for a lot of reasons.
For a lot of reasons.
For a lot of reasons.
To help you take walks again. To ease your pain.
To rebuild your strength.
And at every step along the way,
we take the time to answer all your questions.
We're here because we care.
We care about you.
You. They care about me.
Sauk Prairie Healthcare Orthopedics. Listening, healing, caring. It's in our nature.
Experience, knowledge, and results. That's what you need when you've been in a serious truck accident. Call Gruber Law Offices. We've successfully helped people injured by big trucks for more than 35 years. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Stress levels have risen among students following recent events at East High School. In my Eye on Education, I'll tell you how some are finding comfort in a special form of therapy.
And a wintry mix is on tap for the morning commute. That's tomorrow morning from 4:30 to 7.
You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
Welcome back. A special sundown Hanukkah celebration tonight at Hilldale Shopping Center in Madison. Speeches by local dignitaries, videos, music, food, and entertainment, all culminating in the lighting of a 10-foot tall menorah. A new mural is being displayed at Elver Park thanks to a group of local teenagers. The piece is an original design created by the group. They decided on a Black Lives Matter theme, which they say best represents the Elver Park Neighborhood Center and the Elver Park community. The teens also wanted to pay homage to the late Martin Luther King Jr., adding one of his famous quotes, "The time is always right to do what is right."
All Quick Trip gas stations will no longer allow people to pay inside after filling up. It's an attempt to prevent drive-offs. The Wisconsin-based chain made the announcement today. Starting January 3rd, all stores' fuel pumps will be turned to prepay or pay at the pump only, except for side diesel islands, which will still have the pay inside option. Sports betting now legal at the Oneida Casino in Green Bay, becoming the first place in the state to do so. While illegal sports betting has long been going on in the state, this marks the first legal place to do it in Wisconsin. Currently, sports betting is only allowed at Oneida's main casino on Airport Drive up in Green Bay. With 3 days devoted to holiday buying behind us, today is focused on giving.
Christina Laurie introduces us to a group of women making a difference on not just Giving Tuesday, but every Tuesday of the year.
After Black Friday and Cyber Monday comes Giving Tuesday, the newest post-Thanksgiving holiday and perhaps the most important. Ann Nelson is one of the masterminds, or rather the hands behind Remits, a group of volunteers that spends one day every week in the basement of Grace Lutheran Church, sewing mittens to sell at more than 30 local small businesses.
We're taking something that would probably end up in the landfill and making something beautiful and useful out of it.
Remits are made from old donated wool sweaters. No two pairs are alike, and every pair is washed and shrunk before being sewed, lined with fleece, and hand-finished with buttons.
We estimate it takes between 3 and 4 hours for each pair, between the whole process of washing and drying and cutting and sewing, and then the hand sewing that goes on at the end.
Thousands of these mittens are then delivered to small businesses across Madison and sold for $35 a pair.
We've made $39,000 so far this year.
But none of that money goes to these women. 100% of the proceeds are donated to 3 local food pantries, St. Vincent de Paul, the Middleton Outreach Ministry, and the River, where the number of people in need of help is still triple what it was pre-pandemic.
We'd love to sell another 100,000 this year. We like thinking that we're helping.
Well, you definitely are.
Yeah.
You don't need me to tell you that. Remits was started 12 years ago by a retired nurse, Janet Tupi. We profiled her last year, actually. You can still read all about how she started the group with just a $100 donation 12 years ago, and to date it's raised more than $500,000 just by selling these mittens. You can find all of the locations around Madison where they're sold at the map we've posted up on our website, channel3000.com. But for now, reporting in Madison for News 3 Now, I'm Christina Laurie.
Remits come in a variety of sizes for both men and women and are on sale now through Christmas at more than 30 Madison area businesses, including Barrique's, Clausen's, Metcalf's, and even the UPS store near Easttown.
And you can find a map of all the places that they're sold on our website, channel3000.com. A local bank also pitching in this Giving Tuesday. One community bank announcing today it's contributing $50,000 to a Madison-based restaurant, Little John's, hoping to eliminate food insecurity in the area. Chef Dave Heidi trying to raise $6 million to convert an old building on Verona Road into a kitchen capable of making 40,000 meals per week.
The Madison Reading Project is nearing the halfway point in its community book drive and is just about halfway to its fundraising goal as well. The nonprofit is trying to collect 12,000 new books and raise $40,000 for kids in need this holiday season. They're asking people to drop off new or like new books at more than a dozen stations around Madison.
Every single book donation to us and every single monetary donation, they all add up. And with this being the community book drive, we're hoping that many thousands of people will help pitch in.
You can find a map of the community book drive donation locations on our website, as well as more information on where the books will go. The Madison Reading Project also celebrated another milestone this week, donating its 250,000th book just yesterday.
The 2021 Atlantic hurricane season has officially now come to an end, and it was one for the record books. This season became only the third in history to use all of the names on the rotating seasonal list. The previous years were 2020 and 2005. We ended the season with 21 named storms, 7 hurricanes, 4 of them major. That's Category 3 or higher. The Atlantic hurricane season runs June 1st to November 30th. To Gary Dow for a look at your certified most accurate forecast. A bit of a warm transition into December, Gary.
Yeah, November ended on a mild note, and December will start out the same. But in 3 things you need to know, look for some light freezing rain, some light snow, some light sleet, or some light rain late tonight into early tomorrow morning. I don't think it's going to cause a lot of travel problems. That could cause roads to get icy for a short period of time, but then temperatures will get above freezing and that will melt. And then by tomorrow afternoon, look for high temperatures to be around 50 degrees, and Thursday's high temperature will be maybe a couple degrees warmer, around 52. We'll turn colder for this weekend. It'll be dry Saturday, but we'll see some light snow on Sunday, maybe mixed with a little rain in the afternoon. High temperature trend over the next 10 days. Notice above normal temperatures for the next 3 days, and then at or slightly below normal temperatures for much of next week, with a bit of a warm-up as we head toward the end of next week. On Doppler track tonight, here's the precipitation I'm talking about. It looks more impressive than it really is. Surface reports indicate it's not very heavy when it's reaching the ground, but again, as it moves eastward, temperatures are going to be very critical as to what precipitation type we have. If temperatures are below freezing, you could get some icy road surfaces. Once they get above freezing, everything should melt pretty quickly. You can see the snow cover retreating during the day today because of the milder conditions that we had. So just far northwest or northeastern Wisconsin has some snow on the ground. High temperatures today still over the snow cover. We're in the 30s, but Madison was close to 50, and there were some 50s in far southern Wisconsin. To our south and west, temperatures mainly in the 50s to the lower 60s, and with no snow on the ground there, that's not a surprise. This weather system coming through, not a lot of moisture associated with it, and it's moving pretty quickly right along the jet stream that divides the colder air to the north to milder conditions to our south and to our west. A weak cold front came through. That dropped temperatures pretty quickly once we got past the late afternoon, but now high pressure is almost right overhead. The air is calm here in Madison, and then notice those winds become southerly out to the west. So temperatures will actually start to rise as we head into the late night hours and early morning hours tomorrow. Notice Madison's at 26, but La Crosse and Dubuque right around freezing, and then temperatures are closer to 40 where some of that precipitation is occurring. So again, I'm not too concerned about any widespread icy conditions. On future track, notice how that area of precipitation also diminishes as it moves eastward into southern Wisconsin, and then skies start to clear out a little bit tomorrow afternoon, and that will allow temperatures to climb up to around 50 degrees or so. So again, that early morning mix, then breezy and mild for the rest of the day with a high temperature of 50 for tomorrow. On future track, that light precipitation comes in by 4 a.m. Notice temperatures right around freezing here, at or slightly above freezing to the west, and then the precipitation weakens as it pushes into the drier air, and by late morning temperatures are in the mid-30s, and by late afternoon they're in the upper 40s to around 50 degrees. The 7 to 10 day forecast, 52 on Thursday, 42 Friday, and 36 on Saturday with dry weather. Then look for some light snow on Sunday, maybe mix a little rain in the afternoon. Same thing on Tuesday, ending as a little snow early on Wednesday. Temperatures stay cold until a warm-up at the end of next week.
And coming up in sports, it was a big one in the Big 8 between Verona and Sun Prairie. How defense pushed the Cardinals past the Wildcats. That's next on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
When the hands that do the fixing need fixing. When the hands that do the caring need caring. That's a job for O'Keeffe's Working Hands. It's America's #1 selling hand cream and guaranteed relief for extremely dry, cracked hands. Also available in O'Keeffe's for healthy feet.
Although it seems like any ordinary day, it isn't. For one extraordinary reason. Because now with Spectrum Mobile, you get unlimited on 2 or more lines for $29.99 a line. This is a huge deal that'll make you feel larger than life. Get unlimited from Spectrum Mobile for just $29.99 with nationwide 5G included. Call 1-844-955-2999. It's the biggest news in mobile with the best deal ever. Get unlimited talk, text, and data for only $29.99 with no contracts, added taxes, or hidden fees, and nationwide 5G included. Save up to 60% on your mobile bill. Get gigantic savings with unlimited from Spectrum Mobile for just $29.99. Call 1-844-955-2999 or visit a store near you. Switch today and you too will feel larger than life.
We're here at Ho-Chunk Gaming Madison, where we're highlighting some unique playing styles.
Yeah, Jerry. Take Marge and Carol here. They're sure having fun. And notice what appears to be a lucky troll dial on this machine.
Oh, and look, that's the famous bingo card tap. That one always brings good luck.
And check out the form on this pull. That's gotta be a lucky bracelet.
Looks like you got your own lucky bracelet.
What bracelet?
Ho-Chunk Gaming Madison.
Are you okay?
Oh, it's just a cold.
If you have high blood pressure, a cold is not just a cold. Unlike other cold medicines, Coracetin provides powerful cold relief without raising your blood pressure. Be there for life's best moments with Coracetin, now in sugar-free liquid.
This Black Friday, get holiday ready with Ford. America's best-selling trucks are here, and capable SUVs are rolling out. Get great offers on the Ford that's right for you, like Ford Explorer, America's all-time best-selling SUV, and Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks for 44 years straight. So this Black Friday, get holiday ready with Ford. Right now, get 0% financing for 60 months, plus $500 bonus cash on Ford F-150. See your local Ford dealer today.
What is all this?
We call them options.
Options? Don't make me laugh.
Unbeatable selection without the drama. 2 pair plus a free eye exam as low as $59.95.
Anytime Wisconsin and Minnesota get together on the ice, the stakes are always high. And this upcoming series is no different. Both the Badgers and the Gophers enter ranked in the top 5 in the country. Recent history has favored Mark Johnson's squad. The last 10 games in the series, 7 wins for Wisconsin, 1 for Minnesota, and 2 ties. And when it comes to the border battle week, nothing has to be said. The players already know what's on the line.
I think it's just kind of known that this is like such a competitive weekend for us, a super fun weekend. I mean, we're all super pumped up every year. It's like the biggest game. You know, the weekend is so fun.
All players, whether they've played against Minnesota yet or not, know kind of what's at stake here and the compete level that we expect to see against them. So I would expect everyone to be ready.
First, it was Chris Borland, then Joe Schobert, and now Leo Chanel can add his name to the list of Badgers to win the Butkus Fitzgerald Linebacker of the Year. And it really was a runaway for the UW junior. Chanel racked up 106 tackles, 17.5 tackles for loss, and 7 sacks. 3 categories that he led the team in despite missing Wisconsin's first 2 games. And in true Linebacker of the Year fashion, Chanel had double-digit tackles in 5 games. His counterpart also earned some conference honors. Jack Sanborn found himself on the All-Big Ten first team list. As the heartbeat of the Badger defense, Sanborn finished his senior year with 88 tackles and 14.5 tackles for loss, both second on the team behind Chanel. And how about this? Every other starter on UW's defense were either named All-Big Ten second team, third team, or honorable mention. DeMarcus Cousins is officially a Milwaukee Buck. The franchise announced the signing of the 4-time All-Star Tuesday afternoon, and the move is expected to boost the team's front court with Brooke Lopez still out with that back injury. Now, Cousins played in 41 games last season, averaging nearly 9 points per game. Coach Bud said today that Cousins should be ready to go tomorrow night. Big 8 girls basketball, Verona hosting Sun Prairie in a top 10 tilt in Division I, and the Cardinals got off to a fast start. Avery Anthony comes up with a loose ball, and then she takes it hard to the rack for 2. Sun Prairie scored the game's first 9 points. Verona, though, wouldn't go down easy. Reagan Briggs banks it home to trim the lead, but the Cardinal defense was just too much tonight. Marie Outlay steals it and then lays it up and in as Sun Prairie goes on to win 46-34. We're back after this.
Hey guys.
Hey, Dad.
You ready?
This holiday, US Cellular is doing a little something extra to keep everyone connected. Right now, choose any phone from any brand at any of our stores for free. Plus, save big with unlimited data for our best price of the season, just $30 a month. Now that's a deal to cheer about. Feel the locally grown joy from US Cellular, America's locally grown wireless.
Isn't it great how swinging through Culver's drive-thru marks the unofficial start to family time? How biting into a hot-off-the-grill Butterburger makes worries melt away? And how a fresh frozen custard concrete mixer puts a smile on your face every time? Here, a meal you didn't have to make is a meal made fresh for you. And being greeted with a smile, even beneath a mask, makes all the difference.
There's a reason we put so much care into our food. That reason is you. Welcome to Delicious.
Celebrate. The holidays are back around. All the family is back in town. I can't wait, I'm getting ready for this time of year. We'll be celebrating with our friends, and I wish would never end. So let's drink and raise a glass to this time of year.
Attention Dish Network customers. WISC-TV's agreement with Dish ends December 1st. If a new agreement isn't reached, your access to local news and CBS programming like The Equalizer, 60 Minutes, and CBS Sports will be eliminated. WISC-TV has fair agreements with all other cable and satellite providers, and we're working hard to find a resolution. And you can always watch WISC-TV for free over the air. Learn more at channel3000.com.
I was a Navy submariner for over 20 years. I spent a large portion of my life underwater. Service is about putting your country before yourself. But Senator Ron Johnson uses his office to serve himself. Ron Johnson passed a special tax break that benefited his family's business, then cashed out of the company for $5 million. Ron Johnson has doubled his wealth since he's been elected. That's not what service is about. Tell Ron Johnson to stop voting for tax laws that benefit himself.
Monona Plumbing and Fire Protection, a name you can trust when service is a must.
Monona Plumbing and Fire Protection is here 24 hours a day.
7 days a week for all your residential and commercial plumbing services.
From installation, repairs, and maintenance to complete sewer and drain cleaning, we've got you covered.
Visit MononaPFP.com.
Monona Plumbing and Fire Protection, a name you can trust when service is a must.
What's driving the truck driver shortage? Thursday at 6. You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
Finally tonight, Portillo's officially opening its new location on Madison's west side today. The popular Chicago-style restaurant celebrated with a ribbon cutting. Look at that guy. Look at that guy. He's like the paparazzi of Portillo's. Ribbon cutting, and guests got a limited edition T-shirt. Portillo's also presented nearly $19,000. This is important. $19 grand in local charity money to the Society of St. Vincent de Paul Madison. And Gary, of course, was right there. We talked about this last night, Gary. And
he was number 2 in line.
You're going to get your own booth there, like Norm and Cliff from Cheers? Or
was that good?
Where's the ketchup?
Oh, don't even start. Don't even start. No ketchup on the Chicago dog. Had some ketchup for the fries, but not for the Chicago dog. Tonight we're watching some light mixed precipitation. It might be in here early tomorrow morning. I don't think it'll amount to very much. Temperatures are actually starting to warm up out to the west of us, so we should see a quick warm up to around 50 by tomorrow afternoon.
All right, Gary, thanks. And thank you for joining us for News 3 Now at 10.
Do something good. Do not use ketchup on your Chicago dog, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.